If either of these logos is better than the logo for your game, keep watching and I'll just show you how to make these. It's pretty easy. So for a little example here, I went on Steam and I found an upcoming game with a pretty bad logo, box runner here, and so I redid it, and so that's what I came up with, and it only took like probably 15 minutes, and it's just significantly better, and it just matches the theme more. And so yeah, I'll show you how you can do the same thing for your game. And so I found another Steam game with a bad logo, upcoming game called Myth of Merca. So I'm just gonna take the name here, copy it. I'm gonna go over to font meme collection, free for commercial use, and I'm just gonna find a font that's gonna match this theme. So for here, I'll just do something medieval. You can search for a while, but I'm just gonna have this here, Myth of Merca. Gonna go up to here, copy. You want to make sure you set this to a large size so you don't have to upscale it in GIMP or Photoshop. And so I'm on my new 1920 by 1080 canvas. Just going to paste that in, colorize and invert it. I'm also going to do layer to boundary, or layer to image size here. Now I'm going to duplicate it with Control-Shift-D. And then I'm going to select and grow it by 15. And now I'm just going to fill in that new grown layer, put it behind the other one. And now I'm going to duplicate it, and you can mess around with this part. You just want to like find a direction to move it in where just like the 3D effect will work out really well. So for here I'm going to go diagonally. And now I'm going to go back to Myth of Merca. I'm going to try to find colors that match the game. So for here I could use this teal here for the logo if they wanted to keep the teal. So I'm going to alpha to selection again. This time I'm going to shrink it by, let's say 3. New layer. Now I'm going to grab a teal and fill this in, and then I'm going to grab a dark color that's close to teal, so we'll go down to a blue here, and I'm going to gradient, and let's do it from like right there, and boom, now that's already looking a lot better. And now the next thing we want to do is fill this in with some sort of pattern or something. So like for the box runner here, I did the cityscape because on their Steam page they had that cityscape in the background. So, and then for these two examples here, for this generic fake space game, I just did a galaxy in the background, and for this fake title too, I just did some random little splotches. So for Myth of Merca, you kind of want to find something that again fits the theme. So maybe I'd want like crumpled paper because the game is about books or something. So, or maybe like temples or whatever this thing is here. But you can also just do pretty much anything. So I'm going to select that again, and then I'm going to make a new layer, and then I'm going to go in here, and you can even just use these GIMP default ones sometimes. So I'm going to make this black, and it's going to look really bad for a second here, but just hold on. Okay, so I kind of like that, and then I'm going to go to mode up here on this layer with these stripes and set it to overlay. And so now we have some stripes like that. You can mess with the opacity a little. And yeah, I think that's already looking a lot better. And it took what? That took like 5 minutes. And so now another little detail we can do is select this white little rim layer here, and we can maybe experiment with that a little. So like maybe erasing it a little bit to make it faded, or we can grab this light color up here and use that as a darker spot for the bottom of this white. And then maybe we could even do the opposite too for the top. Although this does have a little edge around it because of the way I made it earlier, but that's alright. But yeah, just like look at that compared to this. I know they obviously were going for the little eyeball here being the O and of, but I don't think having like a little detail like that is worth having a significantly worse logo when you can make something like this in literally 5 minutes. And so then what I typically do at this point is merge these together, or you don't have to, you can just select this bottom one, duplicate it, go to drop shadow, and then the angle of this depends a lot too. For this I'd probably want to add an angle because the font is angled, but you could also set this to 0 and then it will be just around here. It's a little hard to see when it's at these settings, but yeah, I'll put it back to 20, lower that again, and then boom, you have a full logo. The font was free for commercial use, so everything's good to go. And yeah, it's just a really easy way to upgrade your game. If I did something too fast or you didn't understand something, just leave a comment, I'll help you out. I'll also leave my Discord down there so you can message me anything, or if you want me to try this with your logo. I'm probably not just gonna make your game's logo because that's like a job, but I can definitely help you out. Or if you want to like add icons to your logo, I can give you advice for that. But yeah, if you like the video, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.